On red band emergency frequency. Come in, please.
Come in, please. Check. Station 3, come in, please. Check.
Station 3 to Silver Carrier. Station 3 to Silver Carrier. Red band emergency frequency.
Another range, Bill.
Yes, sir. It's locked on now.
That's it. Don't get much fun, do we? Better make the most of it.
Like a change from blasting meteorites, wouldn't it?
Hold it a minute. Tanya, can we take a visual recording of it?
Yes, sir. Can do.
Still no movement on radio signal, sir.
Put up the anti-magnetic field here when I give the word.
Right. Just make a plan, sir.
Good. I'll do an announcement about reverberation.
Before you do that, Jarvis, could I have a word? It's important.
More bogies.
Put all systems on green standby. Green standby.
I don't know what you're grinning about.
Neither do I.
It isn't funny, Leo. The control is like a kid with a new toy.
Oh, now, don't tell me you're going to be an old stick in the mud, too.
If you're referring to Dr. Corwin, she isn't old and she isn't a stick in the mud. She's perfectly right to be cautious.
Oh, come on, Tanya. It's off course about 80 million miles. I mean, there can't possibly be anyone alive on the thing.
Yes, I know all that, Jarvis, but we still can't be absolutely certain.
Gemma, one thing I beg of you. Don't subject me to psychoanalysis. You think I'm having a whale of a time, don't you? All kids again. Bang, bang, blow up the balloon. You're wrong, you know.
Am I?
Say what you like, the Silver Carrier is a menace to the wheel. Surely you can see that?
If you equate menace with automatic power drive, I don't.
What else?
You want me to believe some emergency happened on the Silver Carrier. The pilot switched to automatic, then tragedy.
Right.
And all the crew died.
Right again.
Where was the carrier bound for, Jarvis?
Servicing Station 5, I told you.
Then isn't it reasonable to assume that the automatic would have taken it to Station 5?
Yes, that's good reasoning. But you're forgetting about the emergency. That could have damaged the control sensors. In fact, it must have done, which is why the rocket is so far off course.
Assumption, again, guesswork. It would be so easy to check.
We can't risk that rocket turning in on us. But don't you see? It'd blast all right through us. What's the matter? Stop it!
Oh, it's fantastic noise through my head like a knife.
The approach indicates an order to play.
Hey, what's causing it? Green system's gone crazy. Tanya, get Dr. Corwin. Check emergency system yellow.
Emergency yellow. Negative.
Static on internal communications too, I'll go myself.
Bill, will you lie down there?
Hey, you don't want to know that again.
Hey, listen. Don't argue with me, Gemma. The decision is mine. This station and the people on it are my responsibility.
Rutkin's hurt.
What happened?
Colossal static pulses, swamping the detectors.
It's the rocket. I knew it was a menace. All right, Tanya, get back to the complex. See if you can pin the static down. Valance, Casali, here. Well?
Bad.
Can we move it?
Yes.
Right, you two, take him to the medical bay.
Gently with him now.
Full attention! That rocket has given us enough trouble. Bill, knock it out. Right, sir.
Controller!
Yes, what is it?
The static. There's a signal on it.
That can't be.
You're right, Tanya. Get me a fix on that.
If I can. It's not any code I've ever heard before, but there's definitely a repetitive order to it.
It's no good using radio or radar. We'll have to use millimicron waves.
You think it's coming from the rocket?
I just want to make sure it's not coming from anywhere else.
The rocket. It is.
You sure?
Certain. I was fixed on it anyway. There's no doubt.
Somebody is on board. Phil! I want 2 men to cross over. Organize it, will you?
Right, sir.
18 million miles, of course. If they're alive on board that craft, they must be in a pretty bad way.
Somebody injured in here.
Voyager 5, call sign K1210Q. Confirm, please, Station 3.
Receiving you, Station 3. Hello? Hello? You're
Light to medium meteorite storm will cross your planned route between 1300, 1400 hours, coordinates A alpha 2710.4 B beta 4.7. Do you receive, Voyager 5?
Yes, thank you for the information, Station 3.
We have computed an alternative route for you, Voyager 5. Stand by for instructions.
Program computer.
How the guests?
Dr. Corwin's examining the older one now. They're both slightly in shock anyway.
What's the story?
I don't know. Quite a mystery, isn't it?
Jarvis won't like that.
Hey,
what's that on Green System 3, Chang?
Very odd, sir. Been getting 1 or 2 funny signs here and there all the time. Soon as you check them out, they vanish.
Put them in the log, eh?
Yes, sir. It's as if a number of magnets were touching the outer skin of the wheel and then letting go. Localized field effects, that's all.
All detector fields are checked out, sir. Can't be anything serious.
Well, keep a log and let me know.
Right, sir.
More mysteries.
I know.
Something else worrying you, Tony?
Well, what about those sudden drops in air pressure levels? They were small enough and they sort of adjusted themselves, but I didn't like it.
Well, how small?
Only a few millimeters, 1 degree, sometimes 1.5.
Some fault in the air supply unit. Or the pumps.
In so many different parts of the wheel.
Oh, did you tell Jarvis?
Oh, of course, he bit my head off.
And have you told Gemma Corwin yet?
No, she was busy with the new arrivals. I didn't like to disturb her.
No, well, if I were you, Tanya, I'd start a check on the whole air supply unit.
That's what I thought. Leo. None of these things. Your system showing temporary faults, the air pressure levels. Well, they all started with the rocket, didn't they?
What, you think there are little green men on board, do you?
Well, the 2 they brought back weren't exactly normal, were they?
Well, I'll tell you what, eh? If you get scared, I'll let you hold my hand, okay?
I'm serious.
So am I.
Breathe in again. Out. And again, please. Out. Now, I want you to take a deep breath and exhale as slowly as you can. Good. You can dress now.
How about the doctor?
Concussion, certainly. I'm waiting for the x-rays to see if there's any fracture. What were you both up to?
Eh?
Fancy dress or something? Your clothes?
Look, have you ever thought what you'd look like if you walked down the street wearing those things? Well, people think you're a wee bit strange as well.
I dare say, but I don't understand the analogy. We're both in space. It's you and your friend who aren't conforming to custom.
Look, how about the medical? Do I pass?
You'll do. If it's any comfort to you, you're in fine physical shape. Can you give me your full name, please?
James Robert McCrimmon. Jamie.
Thank you. And your friend?
The doctor.
I can't put that down.
John Smith.
Really?
Aye.
Dr. John Smith.
Oh, there must be a lot of them about.
I dare say. You were passengers aboard the Silver Carrier, were you?
Do you think I could have a drink of water, please?
What happened to the crew?
I don't know.
Could you go further than that?
Well, I was ill in the cabin, you see. A terrible fever, raving for days. Well, when I came to, the doors were closed against us, the doctor was hurt, and your people came.
All the communicating doors were closed against you.
Aye.
And your friend didn't tell you what happened?
No.
All right, Jamie, that'll do for the present. The controller will want to have a chat with you. We'll have to get you home somehow.
Yeah, that'll be the day. Oh, of course.
There should be another ship passing through in a week or two.
Well, can I go now?
You didn't drink your water.
No, well, that's all right.
Wait a moment.
What?
Would you like to see over the wheel? I could arrange it for you if you like.
Oh, well, yes, I mean, there's nothing else to do.
Well, if you go along the corridor, you'll see a door marked Parapsychology Library.
Para what?
It's on the other side of the wheel complex, about 8 sections on. I'll tell Zoe to show you round.
Zoe?
She's our... Well, the best way to describe her would be to call her our librarian.
Zoe, you said?
That's right.
Oh, and you will tell me what happens to the doctor?
Yes, of course.
Oh, thank you.
Parapsychology Library, Dr. Corwin calling.
Parapsychology Library? What reference do you require, Dr. Corwin?
No reference, thank you, Zoe. I need your help in another way.
Oh?
One of the people retrieved from the rogue spaceship is coming to your section. I'd like you to show him round the wheel and observe him.
Observe him?
Discreetly, of course.
Do you want these observations recorded?
Yes, please.
Should be interesting. Any facts, no?
Yes, he's a nice lad. His name's James...
Just a minute. Sorry. I was halfway through an RNA analysis when you came on.